Today we're looking at YouTube. So we're going to generate some real estate leads leveraging YouTube. So you absolutely don't want to miss it. As you're coming in, a like is going to go a long way. We're looking at YouTube and we're going to get really specific on the formula that you need to generate views, attention, and engagement, but we're also going to look how to translate those views into actual contact information. That is something that is extremely important, especially starting out in YouTube. So as we get going, a like is going to go a long way. It's going to help send out the notifications that we're on live, because sometimes YouTube does not send them out. So gonna give it 2 seconds. All right, there we go. It's working. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat below. We are here for you. So any questions that come up, glad to address them. So how to get unlimited YouTube leads. So how to get unlimited real estate leads leveraging YouTube. So when it comes to YouTube, just a very big overview of YouTube and the benefits of YouTube is, one, it's absolutely free. You don't have to pay anybody a dime to upload a video. So you can upload a video a year, video a month, video a week, video a day. You have that ability. Something else about YouTube that you really must know is that it's a passive way to generate business. So once you upload a video, it lives there forever and for always, and it will do the heavy lifting for you. So while you sleep, while you do other appointments, while you do life, while you do whatever else, people are watching you. You have people's attention without you needing to be on the other side of the phone or being anywhere else that. Oh yes, Jaime. You promised to help me, Javier. So we gotta get that fixed. So of course I don't know much about cameras. So Javier is the man that will improve this setup. So when it comes to YouTube, again, the huge benefit there is once you upload a video, you're good, it's done, and on to the next one. So you generate attention and continue generating attention there moving forward. So that's a fantastic thing to know. It's a fantastic thing to leverage. So I can go on and on about the different benefits of YouTube marketing, but I think it's better if you never followed up. If we go back to the text, Javier, you're the one that said I'm gonna reach out to you, but yeah, I'll definitely follow up now that you put me on blast. Good afternoon, Jaime. Another great session and content. Well, I appreciate you, and we just started. So if you like what we had to say so far, I think you're gonna really like what we have to say here moving forward. So let's just get right into it. The whole premise, or what makes everything work here when it comes to YouTube, is getting attention, aka getting views. If you upload one video today, one video tomorrow, one video every single day forever and for always, and nobody watches your content, then what's it for? Nobody is aware that you're a real estate agent. Nobody is aware that you can help them. So if you're not actually getting the engagement, getting views, getting somebody's attention, then the second and third point that we're going to cover today, it's going to really do you no good because no one is paying attention. So that's something that we really must be cognizant of. Cesar, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. So that's something we got to be cognizant of. So when it comes to the views, what's going to generate somebody's attention? What's going to allow somebody to find you and also watch your content? So there's several elements to that. Number one is understanding what people are searching for, understanding what people are looking for. Now, you as a real estate professional, you have a leg up in this department, whether you know it or not, because you get the same questions from your clients every single day. So you get the question of, how do I buy a house? You get the question of, what's the option period? You get the question of, how do I read this contract? You get the question of, should we accept this offer? What happens after we go into contract? You get all the same questions. So you understand that people have these questions and they are asking somebody. Most of the time they're asking their real estate agent, or most of the time they're asking their friends. Most of the time they're asking somebody that they know. So the questions are out there, your content is out there, and your ideas, the questions that come from your clients, those should be your video ideas and the videos that you make. So again, it goes back to what people are searching for. All you're doing is you're putting out the content to the answer. The only difference is that now, as opposed to just answering on the phone or face-to-face with your clients, you're making a video like this, looking straight into the camera and making a video about answering the question that was asked. So now you're speaking one to many. Now you're answering the question for a lot of other people. You're answering the question to folks that may have real estate agents, depending on the topic that you're covering, but you're being that much more serviceful. So it'll allow you to increase your brand, so you have that personal branding that we're talking about, but also allows you to amplify your reach, so people actually start reaching out to you versus them going to Google and trying to find one on their own. So simply because you helped them and provided actual value in their journey, they're going to reach out to you. So that's a huge leverage that you get to tap into with YouTube. And again, simply understanding or recognizing the questions that are being asked over and over again, you are ahead of the game. So just to give you a bit more context in terms of videos to make, the videos that will actually generate views and will actually be meaningful enough to for people so they can reach out to you, we're talking about neighborhood videos. We're talking about showcasing new construction communities in a certain city. We're talking about providing tips for moving, so moving tips to a certain area. So this will allow you to play into backgrounds, or into, let's say, playgrounds. Let's do that. So play in two playgrounds. Number one, the YouTube search, and then number two, in the Google search, because they work together. So that means that if somebody's asking, moving to Dallas, or maybe that's not even a question, that's just a comment. So moving to Dallas, or things to know before moving to Dallas. What's Dallas like? Asking those questions over on Google, what that translates to is a bunch of links on the front page that are going to generally go to blogs, or to a Zillow website, a Realtor website, or a HomeLight website. But then you're also going to see in the first page, you're going to see some videos. And those videos, more often than not, are to YouTube. 99% of the time, it's going to go to YouTube videos. So that's an opportunity for you to, again, play in those two playgrounds, the YouTube playground and also the Google playground, because you're going to find that when people are searching on Google, they're going to find your content that's hosted on YouTube and they're going to click on it. So it's a huge opportunity that you can tap into, and that's how you start building that brand awareness and getting more and more views to your content. So it's almost so simple that we miss it sometimes. So that's step number one, getting videos that actually will drive traffic to you. If you're answering a question that was never asked and nobody has any interest in asking it ever and for always, then you're wasting your time. So if you're going to get so molecular in videos that nobody cares about, or topics that nobody cares about, then don't expect, one, many views, and also don't expect really any leads. So that's something that we need to understand. When it comes to awareness, that's how we're building it. When it comes to getting attention, that's how you do it. As a bilingual agent, should I do one video in Spanish and one English, or two separate channels in each language? I would go one Spanish channel and one English channel. And if you're looking for a model, if you will, on how to do that, just type in holafranco. He's someone that I've helped with his YouTube channel when he first started it. He's about to go into month 6, and this week he's going to hit 1,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel and gets 50,000 views as a month as of this recording. So he's absolutely someone that's blown up, and his content is only in Spanish. The reason I give you him as a reference point is because, one, I personally work with him, but two, we had that same discussion whenever we launched his content, whenever we launched his channel. So Hola Franco, so just Hola Franco, you're going to find his channel. So go and check it out if you're looking for a model on how to do that. So it's a great question. In a quick summary, one for English, one for Spanish. Does that help? Alrighty. So how do we actually turn the views? Now that we've talked about how to generate these views, now we talked about the topics that we need to make and record in order to generate that attention, in order to generate the views. How do we actually convert those views into leads? Well, the answer is very simple. We need to provide something of value. So commonly referred to as a lead magnet, commonly referred to as an ethical bribe. Essentially, you're offering an instant win, a quick win. You are helping somebody immediately. Let's back up for a quick second. With your video, you're going to be helping somebody out. You're going to be giving valuable information on how to buy a home. You're going to be giving valuable information on the best neighborhoods in a certain city. You're going to be giving great information about real estate in general, the real estate market, what have you. So that is value in and of itself. However, that's not going to give them too much, the audience that is, that's not going to give them too much of an action to take after that. So they have a decision to make: continue watching videos, go on to a different part of their life or whatever. But we want them to take action once they watch our content, because that's when they're most engaged. So me as a consumer, if I was watching your content and you told me, let's just say, if you were sharing with me the formula necessary that I could write down, or the formula, let me back up. If I was a viewer of yours and you were making content on how much home could be afforded, so how much home I could afford, you could give me the entire formula and I could write that down and I could be better off for it. And me think, well, that's a very valuable video. I didn't know that's how the home like affordability worked. So cool. I have a decision to make. I can continue going, or if I was in the need in terms of I need to buy a house right now, or I need to sell a house right now, or have a real estate conversation, then I would try to find your contact information. But most likely, I'm not going to do that. If I found that particular topic, the home affordability topic, interesting, I'm probably going to go on to the next video. It might not be about real estate. I just now have more information. However, so notice that those are really the options right now. One that goes to, I'm going to continue on with my life, and that's awesome, or I'm intentional and reach out to you. But most often than not, I'm going to go with I'm going to continue watching content. How we actually turn that into an actual lead for us is we provide people like me. So I'm your viewer in this scenario. I provide you an instant win by giving you a home affordability calculator as an example. So once you fully educated me on how to calculate how much home you can afford, offering me a home affordability calculator is your next step. That is going to incentivize me to maybe not go to that next video, because I do want to know, play around with my own numbers. I just don't want to do that right now, because I'm either at work, I want to watch a show, life is in the way, or I just want to have it for future reference. I am going to give you my contact information in exchange for that home affordability calculator. Again, how you turn my attention, my view, into an actual lead is by offering me a lead magnet, something of value, a reason for me to give you my contact information in exchange for that value. Is that making sense? Let me know if that makes sense. I used to post only monthly to my YouTube channel, but want to now post at least weekly. Should I start my YouTube channel from scratch? No. Continue building on the momentum that you once had. So just pick up right where you left off. But with that being said, if you're committing to weekly, make sure that you commit to weekly. So the whole start and stop, that's not the most effective use of your time. That's not the most effective way to go about YouTube. If you're going to commit to weekly, commit to weekly. If you think that it's going to be a stress to do weekly, then go to every 2 weeks. Whatever you plan to commit to, that's really where you want to be, and be consistent. So consistency is going to help you out, not just in YouTube, but in your business. So to answer your question, if you were doing monthly content, pick up right where you left off and keep going. So hopefully that makes sense. The the how you turn that attention into actual leads is by offering something of value, like we just talked about. Again, if I was talking about how much home you could afford, well, it makes sense for me to offer you a home affordability calculator so you can play around with it. Something else that really helps out are checklists. So if you were talking about, hey, these are some things to avoid whenever you're moving, and you highlight 3 to 5 things that you should absolutely not do when you're moving, then provide a checklist of the things that you should do. So provide an easy win for somebody, because at some point, I am going to move. At some point, one of your viewers is going to move. So they're going to forget about you. It's going to happen. So by them giving you their contact information now, you take that attention that you've already gathered and convert it into an actual lead. Another way to do this is by providing quizzes. Now, quizzes are a great engagement tool that you can actually run ads to and see if are you prepared to buy a home quiz. It takes a little bit longer it takes a little bit more to execute on that, so just be cognizant of it. I'm just giving you a different idea to create engagement and see meaningful movement with your lead generation. A very simple lead magnet that you can offer as you're going through your videos, regardless of which ones they are, whether you're talking about interest rates, whether you're talking about the neighborhoods in the area, whether you're talking about the real estate market, is a list of homes that have a special criteria. Whether it's a list of homes with pools, list of homes that don't have HOAs, list of homes that are coming to market soon, list of homes that are under a certain price point that makes sense for your area. These are easy lead magnets that you can pepper in all of your videos very quickly. There's not anything that is precluding you from creating that list. So many of your MLSs will give you these pre-saved or these saved searches, so you can just provide those. And there's also many CRMs that will allow you to do that as well. The key here is with your saved searches, you want to get leads at the end of the day. So make sure that there's a barrier. So whether that's a landing page or anything else, there's a barrier between them having access to that list of homes under $500,000 as an example. And that barrier is going to be either the name, the email, and the phone number is being asked. Again, you're trying to generate leads. So that is the most effective way to do it. So draw their attention into an asset that you can control, where you're asking them for their name, their email, and their phone number, and you're off to the races. So again, that's how you transfer the views, the attention that you're generating, into actual leads in your CRM. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're after. Many of you are real estate agents. Very few have the aspiration to be a realtor. So Javier Vidania was here, not be a realtor, be a YouTuber. Javier Vidania, he's a fantastic both. He's a fantastic YouTuber and a fantastic agent. So when it comes to his goals, he could take it wherever he wants. He already has a national presence for all of the business that he's generating, but also he could be very well set in just focusing on YouTube forever and for always, because he's got over 120,000 subscribers at this point and gets millions of views every single month. So it just depends on what your goals are. But again, most of you are real estate agents that are looking to generate real estate leads leveraging YouTube, and this is how you get into that whole unlimited YouTube leads, as long as you understand this formula and as long as you understand how to transfer or transition the viewers into actual leads in your CRMs. And this can all be done on autopilot. So every single day I wake up and there's new people in my CRM. There's new people that are being followed up and nurtured through my marketing campaigns, and it's all from YouTube. So it's the same thing that you can do in your business. Now, one of the questions that I get quite a bit is, okay, well, now I have that understanding, I know what to do, but how do I actually apply it? So let me just share my screen real quick and just give you an overview of where to go to get this done. So over here on the right hand side, you have hyperlinks. So you have the ability of adding hyperlinks so people can click on wherever it is that you're sending them to a list of homes or what have you. You can click over here and they'll go to whatever hyperlink you are sending them to. So when you go to the about, you're going to see them down here, all the links. So this is what the individuals that are watching your content, this is what they see. Now that's one place to place all of your links. So if you have a list of homes under $500,000, you draw attention to it. Same way that I have joined the Agent First group, so the group that I have started. And if you're interested in joining, then click on that link and get some additional information. It's the same thing that you can do in your business in generating interest and generating leads directly from YouTube. So that's one place. Now the videos themselves, they all come with descriptions. So let me see if I can, if you have a list, pause this before we get started. The videos themselves all come with descriptions. So you can also include that hyperlink to that lead magnet in your description. As you can see here I have quite a bit, almost too much. So I need to condense that. So you have that ability of adding it to your description. And what you're not seeing here is a comment section because it's currently a live video. But once this video starts being live, you're going to see the comment section. So make sure that you embed your hyperlink right there. So that's another place to go for your to embed your lead magnet, so the value that you're offering. Other places that you can embed your links are after the video is done, you have the ability of driving traffic to wherever you want. So if you offered, as an example, going back to the original one, a home affordability calculator, you can link it in the comment section, you can link it in the description, you can link it on your main channel page, you can link it on the end screen, so it's the last 20 seconds of the video. You can link it in the cards, which, you know, when you're watching content and somebody says, hey, make sure you check out this video right here, you can send it to an external source. It doesn't have to stay on YouTube. So there, I gave you 5 different ways to embed your lead magnet. So embed your offer so people can click off of your content onto your website, an asset that you can control. So on your homepage, so those 5 links that you saw on the screen, on your description of the video itself, on the comment section of the video itself, on the end cards, the last 20 seconds of the video, and then also, on the end screen, and then also in the cards. So you have up to 5 cards per video. There's all different ways that you can embed your or hyperlink your lead magnet. That way you start generating, again, the key here is taking those views into leads. So converting those the most effective way possible. Folks, it has been absolutely a pleasure. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Also, I did notice that 80% of you that are watching this content, I have statistics behind this, 80% of you that are watching this content are still not subscribed to the channel. Let's take care of that today. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.